Hello, this is Alekius, and welcome back to Warplan Orange as the Allies in 1926, December. Finished up our orders last episode, so right into it. Things are coming along a lot more nicely, given how the marshals have gone, even with the one opposed landing. I'm feeling a lot better about being able to advance outside of land campaigns like we have here in the Philippines. Nope, missed. Way to go, R3. Nothing happening there either. Wow, a lot of ASW action. First Indian Division is there, and we're finally moving into the rear behind Vigan. Allied bombardment. Well, we got 2 guns. Always useful. Slowly bleeding the Japanese war machine. And 6 December, I believe these are ones from San Diego, that they're home to Mare Island. Allow them to retire. Speaking of which, retirement allowed, Mare Island, and they have got the 1st U.S. Division. Let's see if there's any left. There is a big unit. So we'll get the rest of them set up. And rather than confuse the system and try to fill those transports to capacity, we'll just send them as is. In Pearl Harbor, supplies continue to increase. We have a bunch of sub-hunter groups. I'll just go ahead and disband those. Or maybe I'll keep them on the approaches. We'll send 1 to Molokai, 1 northeast, and 1 northwest. We'll see how that works out. Maybe we'll get lucky and we'll find some Japanese subs. No retirement allowed. Stick around. Thank you. In the marshals, we have the tankers starting to unload additional fuel. These guys are bringing some supplies. Southern Philippines is no longer an issue. Singapore has nothing going on. 1st Indian Division, go ahead and bombard. So what do we got for assault value on all of these guys? That gave us quite a bit more assault value. How disrupted is everyone? Yeah, we're lightly disrupted. To be expected, constant. Constant bombardment for weeks on end. 1st Burmese Rifles Brigade. We take a risk and just go straight into the attack. How far behind are the cavalry? They're a day or two behind, so are the additional infantry. So let's just go ahead and start a bombardment. And we'll wait. Other than that, got more troops coming into here. What's left? Really like the armored cars to be there, but they're slow over the mountains. $1,240 troops. Got them almost 5-1. I'll wait one more day. Then we might push on both Laug and Dugugaro. Oh wow. S8 trying to take out a minesweeper with a torpedo. S8. We'll check them. See if they've got torpedoes left. The anti-sub efforts, sub and anti-sub efforts, seem to be escalating into a dull roar for each turn. There's a lot going on. But as is the nature with sub combat, we don't see a lot of it. They miss each other a lot, I mean. Those assault values are starting to look pretty favorable. 500 troops, that's a base force. I know who's assaulting this next turn. And 7th of December. Nothing happening on the west coast. Pearl Harbor, healthy on supplies. Got a couple of tankers. These guys. Go ahead and load fuel. I think Midway's doing fine. Got a sizable supply, and it only takes like a week or two to get to the marshals. We'll send them to Midway. Everything up by Wake looks favorable. Do not retire, perfect. Joliet, unloading, unloading. Wait for the transports to finish unloading their stuff. Then we'll build the next invasion task force. Singapore, nothing going. Here though, we will do a shock attack. Armored car is a ways away still. I think we have overwhelming force, and we do have an armored car already there. Oh, let's do a shock attack. Set all to attack. So hopefully we'll be able to push the Japanese out of both these locations. And then these guys can move on Aparri. These ones can start doubling back towards Vigan. And then with the Indian division, that'll put quite a lot of strain. And I don't think the Japanese will be able to hold out at Vigan anymore. And thus begins our submarine actions. Well, not too much during the night. Aerial bombardment. 12 casualties. Another one. We forgot to check on... I don't even remember which one it was. Japanese bombardment at Vigan. LA bombardment at Vigan. That's a little checkered. Shock attack at Vigan. It looked like they were completely disrupted. Pushed them back, and then Cloud went very well, no casualties, surprisingly. And then 8th of December, nothing west coast. Hawaii. Draining on supplies again, but we're loading those tankers, so that's not surprising. Nothing at Midway. Cruisers are on station. Send the light cruisers in. We'll see if 1, 2, 3, 4 hexes, that should be safe. And then the heavy cruisers will send to Japanese side. And then check on almost and Joliet. Singapore, nothing. What do we have else? L16 has torpedoes, R9 has torpedoes, K3, R13, R6. Yeah, they all have torpedoes. Full complement of. What do we have here? 840 troops. So let's take everyone from here, head up to Aparri. Set all to march. They're all going. Good. Set the future objective. Aparri. Set all. We'll wait for these to actually finish climbing the mountains, and as soon as they get to Tigagaro, move them up to Aparri. I think, actually, what are we looking at for assault values? Philippine Cavalry Brigade, I think will stay stationary. We'll have them start planning to attack Aparri. And we'll set the infantry to move on Vigan. think we're almost ready to take Vigan. And that's got the Japanese Marines, the SNLF division. Generate our turn for the 8th. I think it was the 8th, don't I lose count? Yes, it is indeed the 8th. There we go again. All the sub action for the 8th. Just the one? Allied bombardment at Vigan. No Japanese bombardment? That tells me very good things. I may just assault now. I'll wait for the reinforcements though. We did lose guns on that one, which is... that hurts. It adds up. 9th of December. Nothing on the west coast. Hawaii has one of the major transports dropping off supplies or fuel for troops. Actually don't know which. Then we have these guys dropping off their supplies. Everybody's kind of in place. Not bad for being on station. Yeah, everyone's supplies is doing well. At Wake, Elliot, we should be able to form new tasks. Not form new. Transfer. So what we have, skip the tankers. We do want the troop transport. We'll take the Sagadahawk. Tankers are task group 1013. We'll take success, Wuhan. And then we have the New Zealand and Australia protected still by the Melbourne and the Adelaide. Load troops or should be able to take both. If not, that's a significant chunk. Retirement is not allowed. Do not allow. Punishment from port. Then we'll go after Wot J. Singapore. Nothing. Manila. Usual. There are 30. Oh, right. These guys stay. Actually, with the guys over here, might not need to stay. 2 waiting. And with that, I think that's an episode ready to generate a new turn. So I thank you for joining me. I hope you enjoyed the episode. Appreciate you staying till the end. Please leave a comment. Let me know what you think, and I will see you next time. Take care.